Hey yo, it's Brian here. Today, talking about the San Francisco 49ers. A little freestyle right here, no edits or anything like that. Just want to talk purely 49er football, particularly the defense. I think we all know Steve Wilks is on the hot seat, I would say, for most us fans and probably 49er management. We don't know that 100%, but still, it's not looking good for his defense, and we'll see what happens in the next few weeks. This is going to be a big test for him to see if he can stay defensive coordinator for the 49ers or not. I'm still rooting for him. I hope you guys are as well. Don't want to see anybody get fired or anything like that, but, with this defense being so good and so talented, acquisition of Chase Young, how can it not be a great defense, right? But so far, for the past almost month now, they haven't really shown much in terms of defense. I'm hoping that they make a big change for the next few weeks because it's going to be a very, very tough schedule. First off with the Jacksonville Jaguars in Jacksonville, 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern time game. So, yeah, I hope you guys are having a great Monday. Nothing too crazy for me. Speaking of that game, I will have a prediction for that one for Trevor Lawrence versus Brock Purdy, all that fun stuff. It's going to be an epic one. I think Jacksonville has won like 5 or 6 games in a row. They're a really good team, really hot team. A big difference from when we played them a few years ago with Urban Meyer as the head coach. Got to give Doug Peterson a lot of credit for turning that team around, doing a really good job on making the Jacksonville Jaguars a very formidable team, a credible team for once. Happy for them. Happy for them, definitely. So, yeah, 49ers, Brock Purdy, company. I have faith in them. The offense led by Deebo Samuel and Trent Williams, they should be back hopefully by this game. I think they will. Aaron Banks, bad news, he will be out for a few weeks. That kind of sucks right there. A very big integral part of the interior line. He's going to be out. Wow, that's not a good sign right there. But I'm hoping that with the return of Trent Williams, that should be a big difference maker right there for the running game and also for protection for Brock Purdy. Although I would say Jalen Moore did an okay job. It wasn't terrible or anything like that. But, I mean, it's Trent Williams. Come on. What more can you ask of anybody else? Trent's just the best offensive lineman, I believe, in the NFL. Left tackle alone, you can't go wrong with that. But anyways, enough with the offense. As much as they have some problems, but I say the defense has a lot more problems than the offense in this particular stage of the season. We all know the problems that they've been having for the past 3 games now. I mean, it wasn't a big problem against Cincinnati, but over blitzing and just playing very loose coverage for the defensive backs. I know that that's not really a strong point for the 49ers defense, but if you can get a great pass rush and great coverage with the linebackers, then you should be able to shield it a little bit. But this year just has not been happening for the most part. They're getting burned and stuff like that. I mean, as much as I love Mooney Ward, Isaiah Oliver, and those guys, I mean, they can make some plays, but at the same time, they can give up a lot of big plays as well. I think that's a big contribution to why the defense hasn't been playing so hot this year. Defensive line, they haven't been able to get a lot of pass rush. I don't know the statistics for sacks, but they're like right in the middle, almost near the top 20 in terms of sacks in the NFL. They used to be top 3 with DeMeco Ryans, but now it's dropped all the way down. I don't know, whatever they're doing with their line and gaps and stuff like that in the interior and defensive ends, it's not really working. I'm hoping that they go back to, I'd say the wide 9. It was working really great for the past few years. They were able to get a lot of pass rush and stuff like that. It's not happening right now. So, this is a perfect reflection, perfect time during the bye week for Steve Wilks and company to make something happen. Make some adjustments, see what DeMeco Ryan, Robert Saleh did for the past 4 or 5 years now. That's all we can hope for, right? So I think Steve Wilks can make the change. A lot of you guys are saying that you don't have a lot of faith in him, but I'll still show some faith. I'm keeping my fingers crossed for the defense to make a big transformation change. Getting Chase Young should help out a lot. He's a great defensive lineman. He's going to be lining up opposite of Bosa. That'd be awesome right there. He has had some injury problems during his NFL career, but when he was a rookie, that was a few years ago during the COVID year, he balled out. He played really well, but injuries have hampered him for the most part. He does lead the 49ers in sacks if you're talking about the statistics on paper. He does have the most sacks out of any 49er player, which is kind of embarrassing right there. I mean, Bosa is just not having the year that we thought he was going to have. I think holding out, as much as I was happy for him to get his money, I think holding out had something to do with him not being prepared 100% to just be in the grind, be able to play full time, because those practices, those training camps, they can help a lot. They help a lot, definitely. I think we saw during the COVID year with no training, no OTAs or anything like that, just a little basic stuff. That doesn't really sound like a big deal for us fans, but for the players, I mean, I think that can make a big difference right there. And So far, it's kind of hampered him. I wouldn't say that's the main reason why he has been declining in terms of sack totals and stuff like that. I mean, he's still getting double teamed, but it feels like for the past few weeks now, people are just one on one and he's just getting overmatched, which is kind of weird right there. I still am hoping that Bosa can turn it up and get some more sacks in this upcoming rest of the 2023 season. I mean, they got to step it up. That's all I got to say. Steve Wilks and company, they got to regroup. I'm hoping that everything goes well for this game. I do not want to see a horrible performance by the defense. Well, they're not horrible, but they're not the defense that we're accustomed to. I think we got spoiled for the past few years in terms of being great defenses, but now we have a pretty average defense, or a little below average, mediocre, I guess you want to call it, for this losing streak right now. And even when they were winning, they still had some holes and stuff like that they could work on, but it was shielded for the most part because the offense was scoring 30 plus points. And, as much as they have some problems on offense, especially without Debo and Trent Williams, I'd say the defense is the Achilles heel right now for the 49ers team. Special teams for Jake Moody, he's been doing okay, but so there's some moments that he missed definitely in terms of being able to win some games. I don't want to put all the blame on him, but you got to make those kicks. You really got to make those kicks as much as possible, especially if it's a game winner. I mean, a lot of people are harping back to Robbie Gould and him being able to make the clutch kicks. Yes, I completely agree, but hopefully Moody can do a great job at kicking even more. I mean, it takes practice. You got to be patient. I know a lot of us are very impatient now. It's not just us 49er fans. It's everybody in general. You want to win now. You want to win as much as possible, but it's just really difficult to do that. I mean, I harp back to the 60s. I don't know if you guys are historians or look at history of the NFL, but Tom Landry, one of the great coaches of NFL history for the Dallas Cowboys. I know the Cowboys, right? But much respect to him. He started the year with no wins or anything like that for the past 2 or 3 years in his first tenure. If that was in today's NFL, he would have been gone quickly. But luckily, the Cowboys team, at that time, they were an expansion team. They were very patient, and he was able to have a great track record for the rest of his Cowboy career. I think he has the streak for the most winning seasons consecutively in NFL history with 20-plus winning seasons, which is awesome right there. Belichick was so close, but he had a losing season after Tom Brady left. Very big bummer right there. But anyways, 49ers just got to stay patient as much as possible, even with Brock Purdy. I mean, as much as he can be a seasoned quarterback, he's still making rookie mistakes, but I still believe in him. I think he's the real guy for the 49ers, and just going through growing pains right now. It's just going to happen. You just got to accept it for right now. Nobody's going to just come out of the gate and just be awesome instantly. I mean, some few quarterbacks can do that, but everybody needs some time, some pacing to do great things, and I still believe in Brock 100%. So, yeah, to take away this whole video, defense, looking forward to that, to see how much progress they've made since the bye week. I mean, I'm hoping that week really just got them to charge their batteries because they really needed it badly. After that Cincinnati loss, I think they were just ready to have a week off, and I'm hoping that this is the week where they have a surge and they just start running the table and having a deep playoff run like the past few years. They've been able to do that. They've always had struggles during the middle of the season, but then they turn it up in the second half of the year. And when football matters near the end of this month in December, I think the 49ers can do a great job, even with the tough competition that we have for the rest of the year. That's it, guys. Please let me know what you guys think about the 49ers and the rest of the year. Do you think this is going to be a great one? Do you think the 49ers are just going to flounder? I hope not. Please let me know in the comments below. If you guys like this, per usual, like and subscribe. Much appreciative. I hope to catch you guys up tomorrow on Tuesday when I predict the game between us and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Bye, guys. Love y'all. Hope you have a great rest of your day, rest of your night. Go Niners all day.